Okay then guys, what is going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another Diablo 4 video. In today's video we have got a lot going on. Some new stuff that's going to be fixed come around August 15th, which is really odd considering we've got such a large patch update coming tomorrow. There is some weird tweets coming up from Mike Ybarra that I really would like to address, and we've also got some talk about the loot in the game as it's gained a shed ton of upvotes on Reddit. As well as that, we're going to talk about the lifespan of Diablo 4 and where we think we're at right now. So with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also check out our sponsor Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favourite flavour is cherry vanilla, but you guys can check out an array of flavours in the link in the description and use code CLOUD at checkout for a cheeky discount. With that being said, let's dive on in to what's happening inside of Diablo 4. So starting off, we have this article here from Icy Veins that states the season journey progress bug to be fixed on August 15th. Now, this is actually hilarious for me, mainly because we've got such a big patch coming in the next 24 hours or so of 1.1.1, where they're making so many different alterations. You'd like to think that there was a push in for it on this one. But Blizzard President Mike Ybarra yesterday shared a tweet that was successfully completed the Season 1 journey in Diablo 4. However, a player commented that some couldn't complete the journey due to a bug. Mike replied that the bug fix was coming in August 15th. So as you can see in this tweet here, some people obviously can't do this bug due to the season journey progress not working. This one's a little bit of a nightmare, but Mike Ybarra says it's being fixed in a few days. I think the goal is 8th, 15th. Now, that's the 15th of this month, so that isn't in a few days, Mike. That's in about a week, if not longer. That is something which is a little bit frustrating to me, mainly because we've got such a big patch update coming in the next 24 hours. This is something which is quite big, especially at a point where people should be able to complete it by now. You really have put a bit of a hold on it, that's to say the least. On top of that, Mike Ybarra also posted up a tweet which I find extremely odd and have a few controversial opinions on, and would love your comments on it as well. So he posted up this tweet right here that says, if you need Uber Lilith carry in Diablo 4, this player is doing it and is very good at it. He also has a charity for kids going on, great cause. No, I didn't use him for Lilith, I already have it done, and it is the one and only Play-Doh Bear. Now, Play-Doh Bear is an absolutely incredible player. I met him throughout the Outriders years, and he is a really renowned player as an overall in games. Now, the bit that I'd like to push on this isn't the fact that he's doing it, because fair freaking play is something that you can definitely capitalize on, that's for sure. But Mike Ybarra posting up about Lilith carries, although things inside of the game that are relatively game breaking will overdo power and stuff like that, need to be fixed straight away. So what we're saying is you don't necessarily have to play the game, you can have somebody carry you through it, but if you have managed to find a game breaking build, you're not allowed to use that. That, for me, is beyond frustrating and a little bit confusing, to say the least. I want to know your guys' opinions in the comment section. Maybe I'm just looking too deep into it, but there were some billion damage point builds that were doing so freaking well and were able to absolutely crush through things. And if people will work towards them, then eventually they'd be able to make those damage points, which then got taken away because they were too strong. But yet we're allowing carries, and not even allowing carries, because I understand that, but we are promoting carries as president of Blizzard Entertainment. Is baffling beyond belief. Next up though, we've got this Reddit post right here that states the loot in the game sucks. Over 200 situational stats, and it takes longer to sort through what you get to see if it's worth a damn than it is to play. I could go on about things that irk me, but it all boils down to the dumb lottery that is situational loot stats, never mind the garbage blues and blanks. Now, he does go on to edit right here, 2 edits, of which, again, I'm not 100% on all of it, because it's not all factual, so take with a pinch of salt, but he states right here, I'm not a fan of the drop rate either. I didn't get my build defining unique until my 70s, locking the best stuff behind 60 level, whatever. All of my effing situational stats make this game so damn frustrating. Me and my playgroup can't roll from dungeon to dungeon because selling and stashing takes too long. It takes too long because of too damn many situational and useless stats, never mind bad rolls. It breaks immersion and my sanity. And the second edit to this one, which I'm not 100% on, states, people are in here saying sorting is easy and that it ain't that bad. The fact I have to spend more time sorting and playing is the problem. You give me limited storage on person because you can't hire someone to code. Yeah, a bit skeptical. Then you make things way more complicated than need to be. That's the issue. You, Blizzard, are breaking your own immersion. For what? Less sorting and stashing, more playing. Why is that so hard to understand? Now, I don't think this is down to a coding speculation whatsoever. I do, on the other hand, think that this is down to a playability time period, and this is causing for quite a few issues, which leads us on to our next topic, is that we've lost around 500,000 players of the game this month alone, and that's during its first season. The hype of the original game was absolutely incredible. The storyline was absolutely incredible, and I had so much fun playing it. Going into season 1, the initial hype to it was actually really good, and it came at a really good point, mainly because the game was starting to become a little bit lackluster with its original base playables. That being said, the Nightmare Dungeons were pretty much the only thing you were able to do. Rolling into season 1 though, we've now got Malignant Hearts and Caged Hearts, and we've utilised those, and the Malignant Tunnels were a great fun. Although once you've kind of got past that, you're back to Nightmare Dungeon. The issue that we're having right now is the replayability in this game is a little bit dead, to say the least. Not only that, but actually once you've got to this point, if you've been playing it religiously like quite a few have, the loot is now going to become so lackluster that it's absolutely bonkers. When we start to talk about the game itself, the reason why the storyline was so damn good is because it actually utilised a lot of the overworld. The problem we're having right now is people are bouncing, like in this post stated, from dungeon to grind the XP and get the loot and find out what it is that they can get their hands on, that the overworld is kind of going a little bit under you. Now, I know full well that there are some content creators that have been talking about the game and what it is that they are utilising, and the Helltide is something which is not being utilised even near enough. More so now that they've made the main randomised chest, it's at 250. That's ridiculous. 250 cinders to unlock that chest, and now people just aren't bothering to do it at all. Essentially what they've done is they've filterized the game so that the only thing you will do is Nightmare Dungeons, and you're going to grind for level and loot that you definitely don't want. That being said, in between of those Nightmare Dungeons, you are obtaining almost a stash load inside of each dungeon, which then essentially means you have to sort through those and see if there's any upgrades to your build, which because of the amount of stats that you've got inside of each piece of gear, will then take you an absolute ton of time on top of that as well. For me, I really do enjoy this game, and it has such a great potential, and I think Asmongold actually nailed it in one statement where he said the words, "Come season 15, this game is going to be phenomenal. Season 20, you won't be able to beat it." And I think that that pretty much says it all. They have to come out of the woodworks with season 2 with something absolutely incredible, with numerous different endgame activities that are actually endgame activities, adjust all of the loot processes, and make sure that they use the stats in a relevant manner. Make sure that the overworld has something in it that you can utilize, and the game may survive the tale of time. But in today's day and age, where gamers are so critical and so absolutely brutal on what it is that they're playing, we've lost around half of the player base in 1 month. Give this a couple more months before season 2, and I'd be surprised if we have a couple of hundred thousand people playing, if that. That sounds like a lot of people, but when we're at around 1 million active players in a 24-hour period, this is absolutely ridiculous that we've lost so many people indeed. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. This is more of a sad video more than anything, because I enjoyed Diablo 4, although don't know how much further this game is going to go before season 2 actually comes, because realistically at this stage, it's going to start lacklustering. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate all your faces. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.